Hey,
Hey yo,
yo.
hey yo.
Welcome in on
I
a
was, I
traditional
was,
Light Wednesday.
I was almost gonna put that for my message.
Hey, yo. Welcome in. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Hit us up in the comments. Start a fight in there. I don't have the ability to comment from here, so, mix it up. Let's make it exciting. But
That's right.
thank you guys for joining us on this Wednesday. Uh, as I said, a little bit light. We're kind of in the middle of the week. We did have Champions League, obviously NBA, NHL action going on, uh, but mostly just sort of getting geared up for the weekend. And of course, we will dive into the just crazy, unfortunate situation with Tiger. Uh, but thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Tyler, as well. How are you doing this evening?
Not doing too bad. Definitely been kind of light on the sports news. Obviously, been keeping an eye out, of course, on the Tiger situation. I mean, that whole thing is scary, especially it scary for anybody, but especially when it's a legend of sport, like we were kind of talking about before the show, just how kind of insane and obviously how important not only just to the golf world, but really just kind of the world in general. He became a pop
Yeah.
culture icon. So been keeping an eye on that. Also, you were telling me your boy Galvez not having a good day.
Will, bro, I told you, just take the home team. They're not that good. If they're
But
both bad, take the home team.
yeah, no, I agree with that logic all the way. I agree with that logic all the way. But not all in all, not too bad a day. Ronnie, how's your day been?
Pretty good day. As I work my way, I'm going back to work on Friday, so
Nice.
we may see another 7:35 slash 7:39 start time, uh,
If
depending
we'll
on
put the if on there.
when I get here. But no, got to go golfing with my boy Greg today. Uh, TPCNC, it's my heart.
Mm, mm,
$9 for 9 holes of golf. That's
there you go.
probably one of my favorite courses ever. And we got grouped up with two other guys that are pretty cool too. Uh, you never really see like just ballers out there, so it's just kind of like the hackers course of choice.
Oh,
Um,
there's no other guys wearing one red glove out there.
well, I was the only red glove. Please believe that. But yeah, and every time also I was wearing the same shirt. And in San Diego, it's like, especially at golf or whatever, you show up with some Raider stuff. They're like, "Oh, you're a Raider fan." And my first thought is like, yes. And how do you think I feel before you judge me? Like, it's not that cool. It mostly sucks. Like, but no, they were cool guys. Uh, good time out there. Started out hot. First 4 holes, I was rolling them, but kind of tapered off at the end. But
Mm,
a good time was had by all, and a good day out on the golf course. No complaints about that. But
there you go.
thank you guys for joining us. Let's dive into some of the comments. I know Nick is having a back and forth with the T-shirt mart because
Mm,
apparently they messed
mhm.
up his order on a Suck a Mosquito shirt. Uh, that's between you and them. I don't know. You got
Yeah,
to go down there and
yeah.
raise hell, and also suck it, Oldberg. Uh, equals suck. Let's Donnybrook. Amanda, balls in your court.
There you go.
That's all out there
The,
for
ga-
you.
the gauntlet has been thrown down.
And again, Will, I mean, I told you I will root for any. When you get to 8 legs, when you get to like 5 legs, I'll root for anything to make that
Sure.
happen. But gotta take the home team in that situation. And yes, $9 for 9 holes. That is the glory of, as Greg and I have come to call it, TPC National City, uh, a championship level course that has caught on fire. Yes, coyotes will wander across or homeless people, but $10. That's the deal of the century. That is,
Look,
I
that's
would, Max Homa was like, this is like my home course. If I ever, and I won't, but if by some miracle, like I was on TV for golfing, please don't let that happen. It won't be good for anyone. But I would classify TPC National City as that's my home course. I grew up on the mean streets playing these $10 9 hole rounds. That's where I'm from.
Hey, look, that just definitely makes a tough course, man. You got some tough lies when the fairway's on fire. When a fox could just come in and just like bite you while you're teeing off, like it's a tricky course, man.
There's challenges out there that some of these
Yeah,
pros they ain't ready for it. So,
no, not at all.
come see me on my turf. Um, Whoever wants it, Cantlay, uh, Kepka, come get it. I mean, whatever, dude. We can throw down.
What if the jackhammer were to show up on the course?
Well, I'd be screwed.
Pow! Wham! Boo! Boo, baby! It's hammer time.
I mean, you see that fool just head over a mountain. All right, I can't
Well,
handle that.
if it, I do gotta think though. If it's all par threes, he would just probably shoot over like way past the hole every time.
That's true. I mean, there are like I want to say 3 par 4s out there, but they're pretty
Okay.
generous to the player. I
Pretty-
mean, they're pretty
Pretty
short.
short par fours. Yeah.
So he probably would kind of be out of his element. Like I don't know what kind of putting game this guy's dealing with, but it seems like he's about one thing, and it's about the space shuttle. Boom, baby!
Legend. Late night TV legend.
I noticed too. Like I've been watching more Golf Channel lately. They still run his ads, but he does not appear in them anymore. It's just
Of
like
course not. They can't afford it.
the Hammer brand. And I mean, he was already up there in age at that point, but
Yeah.
that's a legend. I'm not gonna, throw shade on his name.
No, they can't afford him, or he's just constantly on the run from hustling guys out at driving ranges.
Exactly. Made a living on that. Boom, baby. Boom. The one that it sounds like it actually hurt him. That's still my favorite one.
He ruptured his spleen on that shot.
Oh, is he okay? Oh, okay. Yes, I will pay for this driver in what 8 easy installments of $34.99. Okay. Yeah. Actually, on that note, Jaime, thank you for bringing it up. It sucks for everyone. Yes, I mean that's probably the most pressing sports news of the day. Just the insanity of, and we still don't know a lot about it, other than thank God he lived. But the Tiger Woods crash, which I've obviously both of his legs at this point it sounds like they are broken, in like a terrible way, and different reports from like the sheriff's department and stuff where it rolled like 700 feet, like just insane. The one thing I will say is just people that are clamoring for like, oh, when do you think he's going to come back to golf? It's like, who cares, dude? Like, he's already done probably more for that sport than anyone ever, just as far as like raising the profile of it. And let's just hope he can like walk again. I mean, this seemed like a gnarly accident. You see like the wreckage there. Let's not, get too far down the road. I do think Tiger is that guy that just to prove a point to everyone would like after he can, put himself back together, walk, rehab, whatever, he probably would try to force himself to play in a PGA event again. Who knows what kind of guy we're going to see at that point, but I think we're getting way too out in front of it, talking about like, oh, is he going to be able to play like, a year and a half from now? Like, who cares? Like, he's done enough. Like, let's just be happy he's alive, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there was a statement released from Tiger Woods' official Twitter account. Obviously, not him, somebody close to him, agent, representative, somebody like that. But yeah, they said he's got multiple open fractures to his lower right leg. He had a rod placed in his tibia, multiple screws and pins in his foot and ankle. So, it's like you said, who gives a fuck if about him coming back to play? Like, just be glad he's alive, he can walk. It's not going to be, obviously it's not going to be an easy rehab. I mean, he's the guy that's already been having injury issues over the last 10 years.
Probably like
some
10
pretty bad
years.
injuries.
I
Like,
mean,
and
his
it
back
just
is shredded at this point.
yeah. And then throw this on top of that. Like, if you're asking when he's going to come back, you're asking the wrong question. Like, that's the last thing anybody should care about right now is when he's going to come back to play golf. Like, just get walking again, get healthy. Be thankful that you will be able to walk away from this, because that's, yeah, I mean, like you said, 700 feet. That's it's insane, man. That car is just mangled.
And I am a big Tiger fan, but I also will be the first one to admit, like we all know, he's gone through some things. He's, human. Like, oh, we just found out like he's doing all this other stuff on the side. Like, all right, that was a shock to all of us. He's not a perfect guy, but as far as just putting that sport up, I really don't think anyone has done more for the sport to raise the profile. Everyone makes more money because of Tiger Woods. Like, you see all the young guys, probably even like 30 and under at this point, they all were like, I was a big Tiger fan coming up. Like, all the guys on the tour. So, like I said, I mean, I'm just glad he lived, because that was horrific. And there's a lot we don't know. I saw this one too. St. Andrews had this huge tribute set up in the sand there next to the course. But yeah, just not the news, I mean, anyone would expect, but just insane. I mean, he was kind of like a ambassador for that Genesis Open. So he was there. We talked about him giving the trophy to Max, and then he was doing like a celebrity round with I think he was out there with like Dwayne Wade and David Spade and some other people. And then yeah, the fact that this happened was just insane. But I'm not at all worried about if he's going to golf again. He's doesn't have anything left to prove in that regard. I just hoping for his family, especially his kids. I'm just glad he's okay. But that was pretty insane to see that news.
Yeah, definitely. It's yeah. I mean, like I said, like, he's a guy. He transcended the game of golf. He became a pop culture icon. You talk about all the players, all these young players nowadays. Like, yeah, he was the guy that got them into golf. I mean, he's Tiger Woods is the kind of guy, like, you can go up to anybody that doesn't watch golf at all. Even less than me. I only watch the majors. You can go up to anybody that just doesn't watch golf. They'll know who Tiger is. They might know who Phil Mickelson is. That's probably about it. Like, I mean, it's, he's obviously just a huge figure, just not only in the sports world, but just in the world. So it's, again, hopefully he can just get a full recovery. If he comes back in golf, great, but that's the last thing we should be concerned about. Is if he comes
one of the
back to play.
guys that I actually was, the other two guys that we got grouped up with today, he's not, probably like the same level as me, which is like an average to below average golfer. But he is from the area here in San Diego, and he was at the 2008 U.S. Open, and he was telling me, just like as a aside, he was like, yeah, I went there, got a chance to go, and I didn't really know anything about golf, but just like getting to see Tiger up like, I just, like, there was a feeling like this guy is like one of the greats all time. And he kind of like shot a little wave to me. Like, even that was like a big deal to him. So you could just, there's certain people that are just sort of bigger than the sport. I mean, not to say like he is bigger than, everything, but he is like a figure outside of the sport. Like, people know who he is. Like Tyler said, even if you don't know about golf, everyone knows who Tiger Woods is. So I'm just glad he's okay. But I do see on the Saboris Colombianos Celebrity Hotline, we do have a caller. Let's bring in Mr. Nick to the program. Nick, how are we doing this evening?
Doing horrible. After that whole argument I had, I'm doing horrible.
Yeah, so let's get a little backstory on that.
Say hi, Con.
Was it a misspelling, or what happened there?
So I literally spelled it out for them, and I left it. I was like, hey, when can I pick it up? It was ready for me for about the past 4 days, forgot about it. So I called, hey, I'm going to pick it up. I'm like, hey, so just out of curiosity, how did you want it spelled again? And I told him, They were like, "Oh, so we put too many T's and they put like a Z and then they put like XX." I was like, "Who in their right mind told you to spell like that?" I was like, "Who?" They're like, "So Justin, if you're watching, get out the way." Justin, if you are watching this, I do owe you a shirt, and I will get it to you. We did think about this already.
They put X's in there. Did they think it was like a gamer tag, like XX Mosquito Haxor 42069 XX?
I don't know, but they saw me before. It's like they recognized me, like, "Oh yeah, you're the mosquito guy," and I was like, "Yeah, I just need another shirt."
Huge mosquito guy.
Yeah, that's him. That's the guy.
They were like, "Oh yeah, like yeah, just we got it," and I was like, "Okay," and I forgot about it. And I came back and I was like, "Oh, what is this? What is this?"
I kind of, at this point, like, did you get the shirt though? Because I kind of want the one with the Z or too many. Like, I want to see it. I want to see the product.
Oh, I already told them, "Hey, take it back and just give me a new shirt." Like, yeah, well, it's free. And I was like, "How do you?" I was like, "How? Like, you know me from last time."
If it was free, just take it. I'll put this up in the studio. Suck it, mosquitoes.
You know what? I'll go back tomorrow. I'll see if they have it. They should. I bet. Hey.
Yeah. As Justin says. Apparently his rap name is 69 Tekashi 69 XXX Mosquitoes. I don't know. But
all I need now is a rainbow grill and a bunch of tattoos on his face.
Yep.
But yeah, how you guys doing? I haven't been out here in a while.
Mosquitoes. Oh shit. Okay.
I misread the situation. That's my bad. You want to?
There's a completely different guy. There's the mosquitoes guy and there's the mosquitoes guy. That just they just got it mixed up. That's all.
Oh man.
No, I mean doing well. Not a lot of big sports news on a Wednesday. Justin, if you want to pop in here, let me know. But
ooh,
fair point.
Ooh. Hey, no kink shaming here. No kink shaming.
Oh God.
Hashtag mosquitoes. But
that's the new trend. The new trend.
Yeah, just still enjoying NBA, NHL, whatever we have. As we talked about on the last show, Gary Bettman with an eerily similar appearance to Nick Cage in Vampire's Kiss. And yes, sunshine has always been their enemy.
Oh God!
I mean, I think that says it all right there. But yeah, just a little Champions League. I got to see the Luka game winner last night.
Oh,
and
yes.
First of all, I'm never going to root for the Celtics anyway, so I wish them ill. I'm glad they lost.
You wish all their hot tubs are cold.
Yeah. Why you got shoes? Why you got a car, man? I don't have a car. Hate. But the end of that game, I mean, I'm glad the Mavericks won. But yes, you have Luka. He's, safely top 10, maybe top 6 talent in the league. But the Mavericks team is bad, man. I mean, their offensive ideas, like when you could have put the game away, it was just like, what are you doing? But this right here, the game winner, no one can defend that. I mean, look where he's shooting from. And he's 7 feet tall. Like, if that's going in, then just, tip your hat. But I was glad they lost, and I was glad I stayed until the end to see that. But it was kind of rough to watch, both teams, towards the end there. I was like, the Celtics.
It's a weird season. It's just a weird season. Like I told you, for the Knicks, I last checked for the 6th seed. The 6th seed. Reset 2021. This is a weird year already.
Hey, but they got my guy. Freaking I'm spacing on his name. I don't know.
My guy. I forgot his name.
Yeah, the mosquito guy. Yeah.
The mosquitoes guy.
Yeah, mosquitoes. Yeah.
That's a hot take from Justin right there.
Luka top 3 to 5. I don't know.
Over
I think
Giannis.
You can make I think you can make an argument for 5. I don't know about top 3. Not yet.
Well, I'm just more referring to the over Giannis. it's possible, but I don't know if it's. I'd probably take Giannis if I'm drafting right now over Luka. If I have like only picking out of those two, he seems like a little bit more grown. But Luka, sky's the limit with this guy. He's super young, and Ukrainian LeBron. He's not even from Ukraine. Like,
Stay
you know
out
what
of
I
that
feel you.
one.
Though. I feel you though.
Stay out of that
He's-
one.
Yeah,
he's
but
a
but
tricky
you
Euro.
know,
Can't
all
really
the
guard-
good people of the Ukraine call him our LeBron, so I don't think Justin's wrong there.
That is true. And they have Russian stream to watch the game.
This is true. Yes, that's right.
But
I think with Luka, it's just from the bubble to now. There was a lot of hype like going into Luka, and I was believing, I was like, yeah, this guy's going to just be a breakout MVP candidate. No one's going to be anywhere near him, and I was like, yeah, it's not. It's a weird, like I said, it's a weird season, but he's still young, so he's still got time to develop. What are you doing?
no, he's young enough where he's going to be like one of the marquee stars of the league for the next 10 years at least. A little bit maybe of like a slow start this year, especially people are like, we got to check this guy extra hard, run maybe two guys at him, just take the ball out of his hands. And I think he's still not really a great shooter, honestly, in my opinion. But I just
Still
never
better than
doubt.
Ben Simmons.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
what is that saying, really? I just don't doubt these European guys to learn how to shoot. I mean, especially probably anyone that's that good in the NBA. Like, freaking Jason Kidd wasn't a good shooter. He became like a great 3-point shooter. He sucked at shooting
True.
when he came in the league. He was just a good point guard. So I think he will kind of reel that in. He does kind of shoot a little too much for my taste, but then, like I said, that Mavericks team sucks. Like, maybe
Yes.
Porzingis will do something from time to time, but he does have to have the ball all the time. Like, in their current situation, I don't blame him. But
It's an easy shutdown. It's an easy shutdown if you're an opposing team. It's like, okay, if it's no one else, it's Luka. So just keep the ball out of his hands, or just stop him the best way possible and shut everyone else down because he's pretty much their offense.
and I think that's the problem that they were kind of dealing with early in the season, because it's just like, dude, we'll just foul the shit out of Luka. Like, who cares? He's the best guy. Like, just send some scrub out there to like elbow him, take a dirty foul, just
Like the Bynum
double team him.
elbow.
Yeah, just give up the ball and then let these other randoms like try to score on us. They won't. But he's kind of like moving past that. I think that's sort of the growing pains of being like, hey, you are the guy. Like, just deal with it. Like, people are going to try to check you extra hard, or they're going to set up the defense against you specifically. And I think he's, kind of realizing that now. But hey, it happened against the Celtics. I'm down for it. I was very excited to see that go in. And it was just like all bottom. Like,
Yeah, I was like,
you see where he shot it from. I was like,
oh,
all right, well, no one else is going to shoot this. But
keep
when
the
it went
fire.
in, I was like, what the hell, dude? That's a freakish shot.
Yeah, and as the defender, like, what can you do? Just some super tall dude
Nothing.
from 40 feet out. Like, what can you really do?
That is completely undefendable. If that goes in, there's no shame in not being able to defend that, because no one can.
It just wasn't meant to be if that goes in.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Since the topic of basketball too, the Blazers game, were you able to see that one?
Was it? They played the
Blazers Nuggets? Yeah.
I didn't see the outcome.
Oh, Nuggets won. Joker went like crazy with, like, I think it was over 30 points. But just looking at it, like watching, Melo actually had a great shooting night, and somehow, like, reminiscent back to the Knicks. And granted, I am a Knicks fan. They still lost.
Hey, nobody's perfect.
They still lost. I was like, why am I not surprised?
I'm
think-
just gonna say, I love Djokovic. I think
Mhm.
I don't know. He has some kind of weird rap where people like, oh yeah, he got a triple double, but he's like boring. I'm like, no, he's not. Like, I love watching this guy.
He's entertaining. He is entertaining.
Yeah, he is.
He's
He
not
absolutely
flashy,
is.
but he just does everything really well. Like, shoot it, post up, like he's throwing it behind his back. I'm like, dude, this guy's kind of amazing. Like, I love watching him play. Like, I hate seeing him play against, the Lakers or any team that I'm rooting for. But
The Lakers.
honestly, I think he's like super dope. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know
He's
why.
the fastest slow guy on the court.
Yeah, but that's like
Stop it.
what I love in a soccer player. Like, the slow guys are the most interesting guys, like, that are good. Like, he can't even run. How is he so good? Because they just, like, the game will come to them. Like, nah, I got it. Like, I can go slow, I can go fast, whatever, dude.
And
I
he's
already know I'm the
versatile.
best guy.
He's versatile. He can shoot from deep. He could take you off the dribble, off the post. And of course, he could pass. So it's like pretty much, how do you really affect?
As LeBron comparisons roll in. Justin.
Oh,
No, I honestly, I think his passing game is actually one of the things I love most about him. It's just like, even like, okay, yeah, he's got the ball in the high post. Like, you have to worry about the shot, but then all of a sudden he just throws some like crazy behind the back pass or like over his head pass to somebody cutting down. Like, that's
where did it come from?
like that makes him exciting to me. It's like he gets the ball, you're like, this guy could do anything with the ball at this point in time.
And,
Yeah.
I mean, Murray's out there we saw him just go out of his mind and score 50 points with no free throws.
Didn't make any free
Yeah.
throws that game. That's terrible. Awful. Absolutely awful.
Yeah, hate to see it. But so he's on the court with him, but I feel like Djokovic is just like kind of unplayable. Like, if he wants to really like get after it, he could do everything well. He could rebound, he could shoot, he could pass. Like, I love watching him play. And I don't get the knock on him just like, but he's not flashy enough. Like, who cares? Like,
He puts up numbers.
he's going to give you 25 points anyway. Like, it doesn't even matter, even if they win or lose. And then rebounds, assists for someone that big. Like,
He's also 7 feet tall. Name me a flashy 7 foot tall player. Like,
Luka.
probably can't
Yeah.
really. Yeah. Okay, Luka. Sure. There we go. One. Yeah. Serbian Tim Duncan.
Thank
No,
you,
how
Tim
dare
Duncan. Great. Well, not
No.
a perfect comparison, but in the sense that not flashy, just gets the job done.
Just dropping in all these Eastern Bloc comparisons with NBA players. I love it.
Cowboys insider, Lions insider, and now Eastern European basketball player insider, Justin on the
That's
program.
right.
Man
Thank
of
you.
many talents. He's a man of many talents.
But I will disagree with the Duncan comparison because Duncan was
Not
just
saying
like,
perfect. Not saying the perfect comparison, but not flashy. Similar to Duncan wasn't flashy, just pure fundamental.
Duncan was below not flashy. I mean, he was very good, but there was nothing like exciting to me. Like, I mean, like, yeah, he got, MVPs, won a bunch of rings. Like, I'm not bashing the guy. He was a great player, but
Yeah.
and certainly Hall of Famer. Jokic is just like a different dude, though. I mean,
Yeah.
I like his game, and I like watching him play. Anytime they show up on like a TNT game or a ESPN game, I'm just like, dude, I gotta see what this guy's doing. Like, there's no real. He kind of just like floats around. Like, yes, he has a position technically, but he could do everything. Like, maybe not play point, but other than that, he's good at everything that
Challenge
you have to have.
accepted. Challenge accepted.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Like,
Serbia
I've been to
Marcus.
I've been to one Kings game live in my life, and it was against Denver. And this was pre-COVID, so this was when Jokic was actually like even bigger. Like, he was just huge, and then
Big.
7 feet tall. It's like, okay, he can like go out there and drain threes, but then like he'll body you down low too. So he's too dynamic to be called a boring player.
Honestly, I think the only thing that's like the flashy thing, whatever, who cares? But and I know, that gets you on the highlights or whatever. I think he should just like take over more. Like it doesn't seem like he's that kind of guy. Like he really will just like do whatever, but he should just like take the ball and be like, "Hey, let me get an ISO, let me do whatever." But that's the only thing he's missing. Like that's kind of the NBA mentality to stand out in that league. And I do think he should shoot more. Just kind of like, hey, I am one of the marquee players. There's 2 on this team, and just sort of like, all right, it's my time. He doesn't really show that a lot. But other than that, I mean, like I said, I like watching him play.
Roddy, I see that we actually do have another caller on the line here. We'll bring him in on the Rollerama Celebrity Hotline.
Ooh.
Rollerama at 8329 East 34th Street. Do you remember the 70s? We hope so, because that's all we know. Bring on No ID Justin into the stream. Justin, what's going on, my man?
What's up, guys? Sorry.
Hey,
I was muted.
friend.
I got a lot of background noise tonight. Yeah, basketball conversation. We can compare European versions of great NBA players all night. But yeah, to my statement about Luka, that wasn't just fodder. I really I think he's top 3 to 5. Like, it's pretty much for me. I don't necessarily it's LeBron is 1, obviously, but then after that, I feel like it's not even necessarily Kawhi for me. It might even be Damian Lillard, to be honest. But then, yeah, it's probably a Kawhi, Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic after that for me. So it's that mix of 5 that I feel like he's that good, He had build-up when he was young, similar to LeBron, and he dominated playing against grown-ass men for 2 years and then came over to the NBA. So I feel like because of his youth and because of how diverse an arsenal he has offensively, I feel like he's only just going to develop and get better and better. So yeah, he's one of my personal favorites, and that's hard to say as a Lakers fan. I don't want to root for anybody in a Mavericks jersey, but I always loved Dirk, and for them to have Dirk so long, there you go, that pulls Serbian Dirk Nowitzki. But Luka's just fun to watch.
Who's the Ukrainian J.R. Smith?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I don't know. That would be yeah. I don't know.
Actually, probably J.R. Smith is probably who it is. But.
Sasha Vujicic.
You know what? I'm
the Ukrainian J.R. Smith.
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah. So it's
Is it Slava Medvedenko?
Yeah. I just think Luka's just, he's really fun to watch and he's explosive. He has to develop more defensively, but he's a good passer. He's a great ball handler. He can shoot. He can attack the rim. He's actually good. As much as he's lacking defensively, he's very good at recovering when he gets beat and kind of still getting blocks that way in that fashion, coming over the top. So I just think he's fun to watch. And if I was starting a team or that old adage who would you take, he would definitely be up there for me for sure.
And I think defensively, technically speaking, he's not super adept when you watch him, but that's a function of his length, though. He's so big, he can recover and just affect shots or cut things off where it's there's no way anyone else could get there. And again, he's so young. That's the thing. As far as a draft type situation, I'd be all right, he's 23 years old, 22. All right, maybe I would start a team with this guy. And like I said, I think the beginning of this season was just more the growing pains of oh no, everyone knows about you now. So everyone's running at you. They're setting up to stop you. They know the rest of the team's not that good. But he has so much time to get over that the kid's a stud. I mean, he's going to be around for, like I said, 10 plus years easily.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch for sure.
Yeah, I don't know about drafting him. I mean, what team would pass up on that guy? I don't know. It's you gotta be crazy to pass up on that kid in the draft.
Hey, Vladdy didn't like his dad. His dad was a dickhead.
Yeah, they had beef back in the day. Yeah,
I have spoken. His dad sucks. I'm not drafting him.
Now I'm gonna go smoke 6 packs of some unfiltered Eastern Bloc cigarette.
Turkish golds. In my country,
There we
we
go.
just call
There we
them
go.
golds. We just call them golds.
Oh god.
He's definitely smoking Turkish golds for sure.
Anything unfiltered. That's what I think. That's all he cares about.
Yeah, pretty much just I Vlade probably has someone.
No, I feel like
roll his joints for him.
I feel like Vlade's like he's like that big ass giant on that old Mickey Mouse cartoon. You know, when you're growing up, the guy that just snatches up the entire hay bale and then just flips it one-handed. And he gets
the Homer
smoke.
Simpson.
That's what he does. He just says smoke, and then he just nails it.
He's the Homer Simpson file photo of like 300 cigarettes in his mouth at once.
It was the only photo they had.
You gotta make tough decisions, man. Running the Kings, it's not easy. It's not easy to be the king of kings. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
All right, real quick, because I know Tyler has a trivia type situation as it pertains to the legendary MVP baseball. Just to touch on Champions League, all I could say is Bayern is the truth. Lazio, I was texting Tyler today. Lazio, as you know, their player value is like $390 million. And they just look like children against these fools. I mean, it wasn't even like a fair contest. And I honestly think Bayern is going to repeat again.
Yeah, I mean, look, they went in and beat Lazio 4-1, and that was in Lazio's home stadium. Now they got to go play again. Well, actually, I don't know if they will be playing in Bayern because Germany has a lot of restrictions, so we'll see where they play that next round. But yeah, I mean, look, they just roll through. They're gonna. The only team I think that even has a shot against them might be Man City, just because of how well Man City's defense is playing right now. But even then, I'm kind of hesitant to. I'd be hesitant to put money on anybody other than Bayern.
Yeah, I mean, Man City is having just a lights out kind of season, but Bayern, it's like we've been doing this. We're good. Like we show up, knocking like 3-4 goals against whoever best team you put out there. Like I have a hard time picking against them, and betting wise, and of course, entertainment purposes only. But I'm just laying this out there early. Put that money on Bayern because I don't see anyone stopping the train.
Yeah. At this point, it looks like free money.
Nobody
has
the
everybody.
Nobody has the balls to try and pronounce Man City's opponent this week.
Who? Mönchengladbach?
Hey,
Borussia
there it is.
Mönchengladbach?
Okay,
Yeah, no,
smooth.
yeah.
Damn.
He's on tight.
Look, I'm mostly German. It just I would be shaming my ancestors if I didn't get that.
Yeah, it would be a disgrace. I mean, you acquitted yourself well. But looking forward to, I think the next round picks up, I want to say the first match day of the second leg is like the 6th of March or something like that. But
Yeah, a couple Tuesdays away, I think.
Bayern,
good.
all the way. Put your money on Bayern. Entertainment purposes only. I'm just saying it's a lock. It's a stone cold lock of the week of the century. Bayern.
Stone cold.
But as we have some time here, Tyler, I know you had something set up here for something related to MVP baseball, so I do want to dive into that before we get out of here.
Well, real quick before we do that, I did just want to speak baseball. I just wanted to share this funny picture I saw yesterday from spring training of Nelson Cruz, designated hitter for the Twins, who is a large man. He's like 6'4", probably 250.
He's yoked.
He's a bit.
He
This is-
he clocked at 255.
There was a picture of him wearing teammate Miguel Sano's pants. This will just give you an idea of how big Miguel Sano is.
Oh.
Nelson Cruz.
He's swimming in the things. Dang. That's
So,
a
yeah,
large
they'll give you-
human.
That's a horse wearing a elephant's pants. I don't know. That is just.
It's like the horse
yeah.
costume. He's the leg part.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. It's 2 people in a horse costume.
But so yeah, I did come across this piece of trivia yesterday. I thought it was pretty fun. It pertained to, as Ronnie said, what I think a lot of people will agree is the best baseball game ever, EA Sports MVP Baseball 2005.
Cosign.
So in chat, if you want to answer this, you can throw in some answers as well. So there are 7 players that remain in Major League Baseball that were in MVP Baseball 2005. And I want to preface this by this means they debuted in 2004 or earlier. Can you name those 7 players that are still active?
Oh,
Okay.
you said debuted in 2004.
So that's the latest they would have had a debut was 2004. So they could have even debuted.
They were
before.
already, active roster.
And just as a heads up, there are some guys that are still in the bigs, but because maybe there was some issue with the Players Association, they had a different name in the MVP baseball game. Looking at you like Barry Bonds was John Dowd. I will not count those guys. So these 7 guys actually had their names and likenesses in the game.
Can I throw one in?
Go
I'll
ahead.
throw one in.
Bartolo Colon.
No.
Yadier Molina.
Yadier Molina is still active. He was in this game, yes.
There you go.
I was
there's
going to
one.
go with that. Stealing my thunder, Nick.
Oh wait, no, the Molina brothers, all 3 of them.
No,
Yadier's
he's the only
one still
active one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of these I will guarantee. There's at least one I guarantee you will not get because, like, when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, I forgot this guy even existed."
I don't know if this guy is still playing. Raul Ibanez.
Good guess. No, good guess, but no.
Ibanez.
I like the guess.
Who is still around?
Dang, I'm racking my
Unfortunately,
brain now.
no, but I wish.
I appreciate that guess, man. That's a heck of a guess.
Oh my God.
That's a great guess.
You are missing a couple pretty obvious big names that are still around. Well, there's big names
Pujols?
outside, but
Pujols.
Pujols is one of
Pujols.
them. Yes.
Okay. Pujols.
This also came up because one of the players was just brought. His name was just mentioned in the news yesterday.
Oh, Bobby, the Baron with a good comment right there.
Yes, Bobby Bonilla. Unfortunately, no longer active, but still being paid. And shout out to the Speedway behind Justin's house right now. But
Sorry about that.
No worries.
So
it's all love.
Pujols and Molina are off the board. You got 2 of the 7.
Oh, I got one.
Okay.
CC.
No, not active.
Not active.
CC Sabathia is not active?
Yeah, he's not.
He's an active podcaster.
Okay, let me think who's his old. Oh my God, fucking Pujols.
No, we already
already
counted
said
that.
Okay, so how many do we
Pujols
have then?
Off the
How many?
board.
How many
You
do we
have
have?
2 out of the 7. You have Albert Pujols and Yadier Molina. There's 5 more.
And you said not Bartolo?
Not Bartolo, not active. Although he is ripping homers into like Colombian forests or wherever.
He's
that's
just waiting for that universal DH.
Ripping homers and bell buckles, baby.
Damn.
And he's all out of bell buckles. Fresh out of bell buckles.
Pujols. Not Raul Mondesi.
Is Sandoval active still?
No, that's a good guess, but I don't think he was on MVP Baseball 05.
Is Victor Martinez is still playing, right?
Good guess, but no. I don't believe he was. I don't believe he's.
I'm gonna go with he played with the Rockies. Carlos Gonzalez.
No.
He's still active. Damn it. Oh my God.
I'll give you a hint. I
Seemed
can give you
like
a
that
big
much
hint on
time,
that.
but now that
Wait,
I'm thinking about it, it seems like a long ass time.
Oh,
Yeah, it's been a long time.
fucking former Dodger Zach Greinke.
Boom! There you go. There's 3.
All right.
Okay.
I was thinking Greinke, but I thought that might be too early for him.
There's one other big name, definite Hall of Famer that you're missing. I'll give you one hint. He used to play for the Marlins.
Well, obviously Bonilla. Like the
There we go. Bonilla. Yeah, yes.
I was gonna say Jeff Conine for some reason.
Mr. Marlin. Mr. Marlin, Jeff Conine.
It's funny because I'm trying to think of like outfielders.
Lenny Harris.
I feel like outfielders. You know.
Don't think outfielder.
Edgar Renteria.
No.
Nah, he been gone.
The former
David-
Marlin currently
David
currently
can't
plays
get
for the
right.
Tigers. It's no. The former Marlin currently plays for the Tigers.
Oh, Cabrera.
There you go, Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah.
All right.
shit.
Oh,
If it took you that long to get those 4, you're not going to get the other 3. I can assure
Yeah,
you of
there's
that.
no chance.
Okay,
in
come on.
hell.
Then throw out some hints. Give us teams they played for.
Uh,
I was gonna
Who
say
he
the
played
horse.
for?
The
Who he
horse
played
man,
for?
Nelson Cruz.
2 of them formerly played for the Dodgers for like a year.
Everyone formerly played for the Dodgers.
Well,
Gotta be more
the problem is,
Chris Hatcher.
fine, I'll give you this. Currently, one of them is currently on the Indians, one of them is currently on the Giants, and one of them is actually currently a free agent. I assure you, will not get the free agent.
No,
Certainly not.
one played for the Dodgers.
Billy Ashley. Give me Billy Ashley.
Oh,
I wish it was Billy Ashley.
It's not Chris Hatcher.
damn.
It's not.
Yeah, I'll tell you,
I'm
you're not
trying
going
to-
to get these 3.
I'm trying to think of Dodgers relievers now. Is it a Dodger reliever? A former Dodger reliever?
I'm trying to remember if he started or was a
He was
reliever.
infielder.
He was a pitcher. I can't remember if he was a starter or a reliever, though.
Dude, I have no idea. Like, this is.
De La Rosa.
Good guess, but no, not Ruby. It's so I'll just tell you the other 3 because like these 3 I didn't get, or I guess one of no, actually I didn't even get this one when I first saw the question.
Baron
The
already
other
tried
3
it. Already tried it. Sorry, Baron.
The other 3 are Oliver Perez, who is currently with the Indians,
The ageless Oliver Perez.
Wow.
Scott Kazmir, who just signed a deal with the Giants yesterday,
Casimir.
and then the free agent Rene Rivera.
It's deep cuts.
Rivera was with the Dodgers for like half a season in 06.
That was a grueling trivia question, man. That was grueling.
Yeah, that had me thinking. I really thought Jeff Conine. I was like, oh, Mr. Marlin.
I don't even think he was playing in 2005. I'll be honest. I mean, he
But
is
I
Mr. Marlin.
I just think Marlin, Jeff Conine.
Yeah, got you.
Hey, that's fair. I like that. But
I
yes,
was
so that was a
thinking
bit of trivia.
Dan Ugla.
I think again there were some guys that were like minor leaguers that just didn't have a deal. Like Justin Verlander, quote unquote, is in the game, but he's under a different name.
As a
Couple other players that like they're still around, but they were minor leaguers without deals that were on a roster in MVP 05. So there you go.
My question here is, like, when did Yadier come into the league? I feel like he's been around forever.
1947, I think, was his rookie year.
I knew it.
Look it up.
I
Baseball
knew it.
reference. Yes.
He
think
caught
that's
for
more
old
what-
cost Radthorn.
Molina factor. They've
Do you
just
know?
been around forever. Like in one iteration or the other. Benji, it's just like there's got to be.
Don't forget Jose. Don't forget Jose. Come on now.
I'm not.
Could you
Yeah.
imagine? Could you imagine being one of Yadier's grandkids and great grandkids though? Like you can't ever get away with anything at Grandpa's house. Kids trying to run across the living room, he's just hosing them with remotes.
Yeah, just throws something at you. Yep, just nails you.
Whip a chocolate at you, and he's like, "No, that's not playing the right way."
Grandpa Yachty, man, he'll get you from the recliner
The
to
backyard.
the edge of the driveway on your bike.
Yep. As soon as you take off and try running out the door, he's just got you nailed.
Man,
If only Beltre hadn't retired. I was gonna go Beltre. I was like, nah, he
Oh.
retired like 2 years ago.
could you imagine he'd be out there all fucking roided out, like gray facial hair, like starting to peek through and stuff.
I came close to saying Carlos Beltran, but then I remember like he was coach, like he was looking for a head coaching position, a manager position. And I was like,
True.
oh no, it doesn't count.
No, he's already been
What a-
banned by the league. I mean, he's had a whole life cycle after that.
Ah,
Filthy
That's right.
cheater.
All right. Well,
I think
I don't have
best man
anything
show
else.
is Bobby Bonilla because technicality.
He is getting paid. He is under contract. This is true. He will.
If you-
He will still be making money after Tatis Jr.'s contract is up. Think
Big
about
facts.
that. That's actually not even a joke. That's a real fact.
No, that is actually correct. Yes, that's amazing.
Oh,
And
quick,
I love
quick plug to Tyler. So remember that thing I showed you about the wrestling courses? I signed up for a few.
Did you really? That's awesome.
I am dead serious. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking great. Yeah, you're gonna go train
I'm
under B-boy.
serious about the road to WrestleMania.
No, that's fucking
Yeah.
great, dude.
I was like,
I'll say this.
I don't.
Anybody
time
can
when I
learn
was
to
a
kick
little kid-
ass, man. Anybody can learn to kick ass. Go check out my guy Shinigami. Anybody can learn.
Now, I'll tell you this. I took, when I was younger in it's probably 11 or 12, I got into a ring at a local promotion here and took one bump and realized, I don't want to do this because I probably did it wrong and, screwed myself up. But best of luck to you. There we go. Beautiful. You'll be training under B-boy. That's a solid dude right there. I like that.
Yeah, I start next week. I was like, oh.
Good luck with that, man. That's great. Yeah, let me know how that's going.
Gotta cut a promo.
That's really the mark.
Don't cut a promo kissing your puppy, please.
Oh,
No, that's his gimmick.
He's the gimmick. He's
That's how you get over.
he's my
That's how you get
manager.
over as the baby face. Yeah, that's how you get over as the baby face.
You gotta have some kind
Nobody's
of.
gonna-
And then
Do it
body
wrong.
slam him and then become a heel.
Oh,
You just come in like my little baby, then you hand it to somebody in the side. Let me tell you what I'm gonna fucking do to you. Just turn it on.
Friday night.
Yeah.
Me.
The guy,
And the
the guy
puppy.
just goes off at the switch. Yeah, I like that.
I
We are
love
up against
killing
the
people. It's not just puppy love. I truly do love it.
There you go.
Well, Justin's officially my manager. He's officially my manager.
There you go. There you
Now
go.
we get even more of a gimmick. So look forward to that marriage of whatever kind of wrestling shenanigans we're going to see there. But thank you guys for joining us. Thank
Thank you
you
very
to
much.
Nick and Justin for calling in. Thank you, Tyler, as well. Slow Wednesday.
Connor, say bye.
Bless up. All just kind of hoping everything works out for the best
Nick,
for
you can-
Tiger.
You can join Dark Order if you make it big.
Oh,
But,
nice.
thank you guys for
Negative
watching.
2.
We'll get back with you on Friday. Tyler, any parting words here as we get out of here?
No, that's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for calling in and being part of the conversation. That definitely helped because, sports world is a little bit thin right now. So I'm glad you guys called in. But thank you so much for tuning in. We love you guys. You know the drill. Keep the fire.
Hey,
Keep
Dak.
that fire,
Hey,
man.
Dak. Hey, Dak.
As a buzzer, it's